Welcome back. We're on YouTube for another video, a short video of high value English review, lesson 18. I'm going to change this font because I don't like it. There we go. Lesson 18, this is a good one. This is the past perfect, or I call it the past of the past. And this is a tough one for my students sometimes, because some of them think this is some kind of formal style, and that is not correct. That is incorrect. So this is example sentences like this, like I had visited my grandparents last year. So yeah, this sentence does not really make sense. But there's some teachers out there saying that this is a formal style. So you'd say this to your teacher or boss or something. That is incorrect. Okay, so yeah, don't do that. And yeah, there's a whole lesson, a longer video on this topic in the description. So click on that if you want the full version. This is just the review of the exercises in my PDF workbook for my local students. And so yeah, we'll try to get this under 15 minutes. So let's go ahead and just go for it. So number one, here we go. I couldn't go to my usual softball practice because I blah 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 my ankle after slipping in the rain. Okay, so yeah, this is a good candidate for this past perfect because we have here, we start in the past. I couldn't go, right? And I couldn't go to my usual softball practice. So usually I go because, so why couldn't you go? Well, because something before the practice, something happened to my ankle. So this we can know. This is I had, and yeah, what's a good verb? What's a good verb that will, hurt your ankle to stop you from going to the softball practice? You could say verbs like had hurt my ankle. Hurt. That's a funny one where it's hurt in the present, and also in the past it's hurt. Same verb. So that's a annoying one. Hurt in the past. I had hurt. Other words you could say I had injured. That means, yeah, something painful happened. It also means you can't use. You shouldn't use, you can't use. So you injure your back, injure your hand. That means, yeah, you cannot do the normal things. You could say also, I had broken. I'd broken my ankle. So yeah, that's a ankle is I guess it's a joint, but you could say it's a broken bone. You could say, or another common one that native people say is I had twisted. So twist means this gesture. So you twist. What's something you twist? I don't know. It's something you twist. But what it means is that when you step on something, here's your flat foot. But when you somehow your foot goes sideways, so somehow it just bends the wrong way to the side. So that's called twisting your ankle. Why does it do that? To twist your ankle. Yeah, that's a common injury. Usually you don't go to the hospital, but it is painful. Twist your ankle, kind of, your foot goes sideways. It's hard to explain. Sideways when you step on like a rock or something. All right. After my ankle, this should all be. And that's about it. Another good hint is that this is the this is the correct grammar. I had hurt, I had injured. But usually the pronunciation native people will say is I'd hurt, I'd hurt, I'd hurt, I'd hurt. So it's very quick, and you know, you have to catch it. You have to listen for it or to understand it. But actually, honestly, native people, we might just say also this in the simple past. Couldn't go because I hurt. So these are both the past, and I'm not really communicating which one was first, but the listener understands, oh, first is something bad, and then something you can't do. So in this case, we can understand it if it's not there. But if you want to be perfectly clear, we say I had hurt. That's the job of this style. Say first, hurt. Second, couldn't go. Let's go to the next one. I had to return a shirt to Uniqlo. Oop, so there's a comma there, but that's a mistake. There should be no comma here. That's an error. Because I blah blah not blah blah the size before buying it. So here's a trick, getting more tricky. I had to return. So that's a different had. That means I must in the past, or there's no other option. I had to return a shirt to you because I blah blah not blah blah the size before. So there you go. That makes it clear. So before the buying, or first of all, let's take some time. You got now, I'm telling you, right? So now we're talking. Then before that, you got the past. Say, nope, can I do this? Had to return. See if I can do this. Right, so that's this part. And then before that, we have another past, which is helped by the word before. Why do you do this? Let's see. By, right? So this is then before that, even more past. This is getting crowded. Before that, you have this verb. So we're gonna say, I had not, and I'm gonna say the best word is checked. Right? I had not checked the size. So first of all, had not checked. So 3 different stages of this story. I'm going to shrink this down. There we go. Had not checked. You got the buy stage. You have the return stage. And then there's the right now. I'm telling you now. Before now, had to return. Before that, I bought it. And before that, I had not checked. So you can see this is pretty crowded. And in the story, hadn't checked is in the middle. So that's why this style makes it clear this was first. This is the furthest in the past. The past of the past. I hadn't checked the size before buying it, had to return, and then now. Okay. And yeah, I recommend this lesson because it is good mental training to understand how, yes, in speaking and listening, you have to understand, okay, this is now, this is before now, and then even before that, and we time travel so fast in full speed speaking, so you have to be able to make these types of sentences. Let's do more. Let's get this back. So let's see. Oh, before retiring. So there you go. That's a hint. There's a hint there. I'm telling you that there's retiring and something before that. Before retiring, I blah, 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 blah for a company as a blah, blah. Okay. So let's see. Before retiring, so yeah, so this retiring happened before now. Now I'm talking to you. Before now, retired. Before now is retired. See, retired. We use the same model. And then we have just only these two this time. So we'll take this out. Oh, we'll get that one back. Or, there we go. So we're going to say, yeah, before the retired, I had, and then something I had. Well, yeah, I had worked. That's going to be the best one. Had worked. Any other words you can say? I had served. Sometimes we say that. That's kind of another way to say I had worked somewhere. I served. Or I for a company. Yeah, the work for, served for. Actually, no, served doesn't work with for. It's worked for. That's it. I had worked for a company as salesperson, whatever you want, whatever type of worker can go there. Okay, so here worked, had worked. Okay, so there, that's the pattern here. That's what this is telling you. Number 4. Excuse me, I think this dish is a mistake because we blah 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 pasta and salads to share, and I'm not sure what this is. Okay, so let's look at this one. Excuse me, I think, so now we're talking, I think now this dish is, so already 2 verbs. Now I think now this dish is a mistake because we blah 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 pasta and salads to share. And I'm not sure what this is. Let's stay here. So here, yeah, we're in this pattern. I'm going to say we could say had, and then something with this dishes, that it's going to be the verb we had ordered. We had ordered. Now, let's look at this. This is a really tricky one. I think, yeah, native people will say this, but you might say, well, where is the, so we got present, I think, it is, I'm not sure, so back to present, I'm not. Then before that, something past, we had ordered. Oh my God. I don't know. I'm going to shrink this down too. Okay, so past. So what is this? What goes here? Oh my gosh, why do you do this? Okay, so yeah, there's no, it's only I think, it is, I'm not sure, so why do we need this? Actually, yeah, you could just say we ordered, you could say. So you have two times. I think we ordered. But I guess I put this one in to make it a little bit trickier because there is an unspoken past. Well, we can say, I don't know, the dishes came, or somebody brought the dishes, but they're not saying. So think of the story. So first is order, then dishes come, or they arrive, or they are brought by the staff, and then now we eat, or what? No, we don't eat. We think this is a mistake. So I think this dish, we order. Yeah, this is a native people would say I would say this. We had ordered because there's a unspoken. I'm not saying this middle stage, right? So ordered, somebody came, somebody brought, and then this is a mistake. This is a mistake. So yeah, this is a This is a good one. But you can also say this. This is also fine. We ordered. Yep. Fine as well. Let's go to another one. I visited Rome last summer where Julius Caesar, blah, 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 emperor of the Roman Empire about 2,000 years ago. Let's see. So this is a huge time slip. So we're saying, again, we got now we're talking, now I'm communicating. Before now, I visited, and then 2,000 years before the visit, or before now. So a huge time gap. So yeah, got the timing there. First speaking, before that visit, and before that, so something had. I'm going to say I'm going to say the word is had become. Had become emperor, or had anything else we can say? You could say named himself. So he decided himself. He decided he is, I guess, the king. Anything else? Maybe this is the most tricky one because what's funny is that I want to become a doctor, but the simple past is I became a doctor last year. But for some reason, I don't know why, I have become very tired. So for some reason, the past perfect version of become is this one, become again. Even though became, I have became, that sounds strange. So this is a special case verb where, in this case too, had become. That is the past tense version, which is the same as the present tense version for this verb. Okay, anyway, that's a tricky one. But those are the answers. What are some answers for exercise B? Number 1, what is one of your big accomplishments and how did you prepare for it? Let's see. So I'm going to say, 10 years ago, I became, CEO of a software company. Let's say, right, we're just making up something. But for many years, I had worked with clients and helped them with their, with their software needs, right? So yeah, this is the typical the first most recent past, I became, and then before that had worked, and here had helped. But this you don't need to say had. You don't need twice. You can just say it once. Okay. How about next one? What is one of your big accomplishments? Oh wait, that's it. Oh, that's all. No. Oh, there's only one. Okay, that's it. All right, well, that's it. Okay, good. 19 minutes. So yeah, this is a good one to practice. You might not even speak this style or use this style in your English, but you have to train your mind into managing the timing of these things. For example, like, my wife is in the hospital. So that's present tense. Because she fell while going to the train. Oh my gosh. So in the hospital now, she fell. And then before that, I think because she you could say had been working too hard every day. Okay, so this is a A, B, C, and one more. So I am very worried. So look at that. So start in the present. Before now, fell. Before that, had been working, which is again, for a period of time. And then boom, back to the present. I'm worried. So you gotta manage characters and the timing of each stage. And this is a pretty normal length sentence. Okay, so you have to do it too for the listening. So try and leave in the comments your original, and I'll help you with it there. And we'll see you in the next video.